You are JJ, the boss leader of the Hampshire Racing Motorsports. You are at a convention and a prospect walks up to your HRM booth. You, JJ the boss, sell HRM franchises and you have someone come up and asks you to tell them more about what you do. Instead of going into a classical sales pitch, find out why they asked. Briefly answer the question with your personalized introduction. This is where you tell them 2 to 3 generic problems they would associate to their industry. The industry is event production company with a niche in hosting arm drop drag racing street grudge events, for and how what you do helps people solve those problems. What would you say to the prospect? Well, hey there, partner. I'm JJ, leader of Hampshire Racing. You looking to learn a little something about what we do? Well, I ain't gonna hit you with no fancy sales pitch. Nah, I wanna know what got you curious about us. Now, let me guess, you're in the event production game, right? Hosting the arm drop drag racing street grudge events? I can see why you'd be interested. Them kinda gigs, they ain't like your run-of-the-mill events. They come with their own set of challenges, don't they? First off, let's talk about the crowd. Now, these events, they draw in a rowdy bunch, don't they? Managing them folks and keeping things safe and organized, that's a whole job in itself. Then there's the logistics. From setting up the track to coordinating the races, it's a whole production. And let's not forget about promotion. Getting the word out and attracting the right crowd, that ain't no easy feat neither. But that's where we come in, partner. See, what we do ain't just about selling franchises. Nah, it's about providing solutions. We help folks like you tackle them crowd control issues with our experience in event management and security. And when it comes to logistics, we got the know-how to streamline things and make sure your event runs like a well-oiled machine. Plus, our marketing expertise can help you reach the right audience and pack them stands. So, if you're looking to take your event production game to the next level and tackle them challenges head-on, then you came to the right place, partner. Welcome to the Hampshire Racing family. Here is an example. Well, you know how a lot of people nowadays are finding it harder to get by with the corporate downsizing, the lack of job security, and the higher cost of living? What we do is, we help people set up their own franchise business so they can start taking care of themselves and their families and have that control themselves. You immediately follow up with a question, what's called a situation question, such as, tell me, what do you do for a living? Well, JJ, I'm in the event production business, specializing in hosting arm drop drag racing street grudge events. We've been trying to expand our reach and create more buzz around our events, but we're facing some challenges in standing out from the competition and attracting a wider audience. You are now in a two-way conversation. You will then start asking them situation questions about what they are presently doing, how long they have been doing it, what they like, what they don't like about it, and how they feel about it. Well, I've been in the event production business for about 5 years now. What I enjoy most is the creativity involved in bringing an event to life and seeing people have a great time. But I got to admit, the logistics can be a real headache sometimes, especially when it comes to managing different aspects like permits, vendors, and logistics. As for the direction of my business, I feel pretty good about it overall, but I'm always looking for ways to streamline processes and attract more clients. If you know the right skilled questions to ask them at the right time in the conversation, they will look very seriously about changing their situation. This is what I mean by questions create value in you and what you sell. Never assume they are looking to start their own business just because they approached you. Find out what they are looking for by asking what problems they have, if any, why they have those problems, what it's doing to them, and whether or not they want to change their situation. Questions get them to become open to your ideas. Suggestions like, hey, broken bar, what if it wasn't what you thought it was? Would you be open to looking at it from another perspective? Connecting cues. JJ ask, have you found what you're wanting, or are you still looking for more out of your event? Well, I've found some success with my events, but there's always room for improvement. I'm constantly looking for ways to make them bigger, better, and more exciting for both participants and spectators. So, I guess you could say I'm still on the lookout for opportunities to take my events to the next level. JJ ask, I was just curious, what was it about the Hampshire Racing franchise that attracted your attention? Well, JJ, what caught my eye about the Hampshire Racing franchise is the reputation for authenticity and community engagement that you've built. I've been following your events for a while now, and I'm impressed by how you bring people together for thrilling experiences. I see potential in aligning my event production company with the Hampshire Racing brand to offer something truly unique and exhilarating for our audience. JJ asked, anything else that attracted your attention? Well, JJ, another thing that really grabbed my attention is the level of passion and dedication that your team puts into each event. It's not just about the racing, it's about the atmosphere, the camaraderie, and the sense of belonging that you foster among participants and spectators alike. That's something I want to be a part of and bring to our events as well. Situation Q. What is their present situation? JJ asked, what are you doing now at your current events? Well, at our current events, we're focusing heavily on the racing aspect, which is great, but I feel like there's something missing. We're not quite capturing the same level of excitement and engagement that I see at MSO events. I want to inject more energy, more passion, and create an experience that people will remember long after the races are over. Problem awareness Q. Past history. JJ asked, what do you like/don't like about your events? Well, what I like about our events is the thrill of the races and the sense of community it brings together. But what I don't like is that sometimes it feels like we're just going through the motions. We need to shake things up, make them more exhilarating, more unforgettable. Two truths Q. JJ asked, if sounds like things are going fairly well for you, is there anything you would change about the event if you could? Well, there's always room for improvement, you know? I mean, the events are good, but I feel like we could take them to the next level. Maybe add some new elements, bring in fresh ideas to keep the excitement alive and attract even more people. Why would you change that? Well, it's all about staying ahead of the game, you know? If we keep doing the same thing over and over, things might get stale. I believe that change is necessary for growth, and by shaking things up a bit, we can keep our audience engaged and attract new participants. Why is that important to you now though? Well, the industry is evolving, and I don't want to be left behind. Plus, keeping things fresh is crucial for maintaining our reputation and ensuring that attendees keep coming back for more. If we don't adapt and innovate, we risk falling behind our competitors and losing our edge in the market. What has stopped you from getting what you're looking for? I think it's mainly been a lack of resources and expertise. We've been trying to handle everything in-house, but it's becoming increasingly challenging to keep up with the demands of running successful events while also trying to innovate and stay ahead of the competition. We could definitely benefit from some outside help and guidance to take our events to the next level. JJ asked, how long have you been hosting drag races? Hey there. Thanks for asking. I haven't actually hosted any drag races myself, but I've been around the scene for a while now, checking out the action and getting a feel for the vibe. If you're looking for someone to bring some energy and excitement to your event, I'm your guy. Let's talk more about what you're looking for, and we can see if we're a good fit. JJ asks the prospect, why don't you like about? Well, I've been in the event production business for about 5 years now. What I enjoy most is the creativity involved in bringing an event to life and seeing people have a great time. But I got to admit, the logistics can be a real headache sometimes, especially when it comes to managing different aspects like permits, vendors, and logistics. As for the direction of my business, I feel pretty good about it overall, but I'm always looking for ways to streamline processes and attract more clients, answer as the prospect. Well, JJ, what I find challenging about event production is definitely the logistics. It can be a real headache, you know? Managing permits, coordinating with vendors, and handling all the little details can get pretty overwhelming at times. But hey, I love the creativity involved in bringing events to life and seeing people have a blast. As for where I see my business going, I feel pretty positive about it overall. Always on the lookout for ways to make things smoother and attract more clients, though. JJ asks, it sounds like things are going fairly well for you, is there anything you would change about your events if you could? Well, JJ, overall things are going pretty smoothly, but if I had to pick something to change about my events, it would probably be to find ways to make the logistics even more streamlined. Like, maybe finding better software or systems to manage permits and vendor coordination more efficiently. Also, I'd love to enhance the overall attendee experience, maybe by adding more interactive elements or unique attractions to make each event really stand out. JJ asks, how would you feel being able to do that? Well, JJ, I'd feel fantastic. Having the ability to improve the logistics and enhance the attendee experience would not only make my events more successful but also bring me a lot of satisfaction knowing that I'm delivering even better experiences for my clients and guests. It would be a game changer for sure, allowing me to take my event production business to the next level. What has stopped you from getting what you're looking for? Well, JJ, a couple of things have been holding me back. Firstly, it's the time and effort required to overhaul the existing processes while still managing ongoing events. Finding the right balance between implementing changes and ensuring smooth operations can be quite challenging. Additionally, there's the aspect of financial resources. Investing in new technologies or hiring additional staff to improve logistics requires careful budgeting and planning, which can sometimes be a hurdle. Solution awareness Q. What would they do to change if they could? Have you been out there looking for anything that would give you what you're wanting? Yeah, I've been exploring different options, but it's been tough finding something that aligns with our vision and provides the support we need to grow effectively. What have you done about changing this, if anything? Well, I've been actively researching and exploring various strategies to address these challenges. I've started by reaching out to industry peers and experts to gather insights and best practices. Additionally, I've been attending workshops and seminars focused on event management and logistics optimization. In terms of concrete steps, I've begun experimenting with new software tools and automation solutions to streamline administrative tasks and improve efficiency. It's still a work in progress, but I'm committed to finding effective solutions to enhance my event production business. JJ asks, you solving this problem, how would it be different than it is now for you? And how would that make you feel? If I were able to solve this problem effectively, it would make a world of difference in my business. Firstly, I'd experience a significant reduction in stress and frustration associated with managing logistics and administrative tasks. It would free up valuable time and mental energy that I could then invest in more creative aspects of event planning and growing my business. Moreover, streamlining processes and attracting more clients would not only lead to increased revenue but also enhance my reputation in the industry. Knowing that I'm running a smoother, more efficient operation would give me a sense of pride and accomplishment. Overall, it would be incredibly rewarding to see my efforts translate into tangible improvements and success for my business. What's prevented you in the past from changing your situation? In the past, a few things have held me back from making significant changes. One major factor has been the fear of disrupting the status quo. Sometimes it's easy to get comfortable with the way things are, even if they're not ideal. Additionally, I've struggled with finding the right solutions or resources to address the challenges effectively. It can be daunting to navigate the complexities of improving processes and attracting new clients without clear guidance or support. Lastly, time constraints and competing priorities have often made it difficult to focus on implementing changes consistently. Consequence Q. What will they do if they don't change their situation? JJ ask, what if you don't do anything about this problem and your situation gets even worse? If I don't take action to address this problem, I'm afraid that things could indeed get worse. The event production industry is competitive, and without adapting to meet the evolving needs of clients and streamline operations, I risk falling behind. This could result in losing clients, damaging my reputation, and ultimately, struggling to sustain my business. So, it's crucial for me to find solutions and to make necessary changes to ensure the continued success and growth of my business. What if the service you're thinking of didn't get you the results you thought it would? If the service I'm considering doesn't deliver the results I anticipate, I would reassess and pivot accordingly. It's important to approach any new initiative with flexibility and a willingness to adapt based on feedback and outcomes. While there's always a level of risk involved, I believe in the value of trying new approaches and learning from both successes and setbacks. If it doesn't yield the expected results, I'd explore other alternatives or refine my strategy until I find what works best for my business. Qualifying Q. How important is it for them to change their situation? JJ ask, how important is it for you to change your situation and start finding effective solutions to enhance your event production business? Well, JJ, it's crucial for me to change my situation and start finding effective solutions to enhance my event production business. I'm passionate about what I do, and I'm committed to taking my business to the next level. Finding solutions to streamline processes and attract more clients is not just important, it's essential for the growth and success of my business. I'm ready to put in the work and to make the necessary changes to achieve my goals. JJ asks, why is that important to you now though? Well, JJ, it's important to me now because I've been in the game for a few years, and I've seen the potential my business has. I want to capitalize on that potential and take my event production business to new heights. Plus, As I look ahead, I see opportunities for growth in the industry, and I want to position myself to seize those opportunities. It's about not just staying afloat but thriving and making a real impact in the events scene. Transition Q. Based on what you told me, what we are doing might actually work for you, because you know how you said, plug in their logical problem. And because of that, it's making you feel, plug in their emotional problem, feelings. Based on what you told me, what we are doing might actually work for you, because you know how you said the event production industry is competitive, and without adapting to meet the evolving needs of clients and streamline operations, I risk falling behind. This could result in losing clients, damaging my reputation, and ultimately, struggling to sustain my business. So, it's crucial for me to find solutions and to make necessary changes to ensure the continued success and growth of my business. And because of that, it's making you feel stress and frustration associated with managing logistics and administrative tasks. This is what we do. Briefly describe the advantages and benefits of how your solution can solve their problem. Answer as JJ, this is what we do. Briefly describe the advantages and benefits of how your solution can solve their problem. Well, what we do is like tuning up that souped-up engine right before a race. Our solution is all about making sure your event production business runs smoother than a freshly paved drag strip. With our tools and strategies, you'll streamline those pesky logistics and administrative tasks, leaving you more time to focus on what you do best, bringing events to life and keeping those clients coming back for more. It's like adding nitrous to your business growth. Once you experience the power, you won't want to go back to cruising in the slow lane. JJ asks, does that feel as if it might be what you're looking for? Yeah, JJ, it sure does. Your analogy about tuning up the engine really resonates with me. Streamlining my business operations sounds like just what I need to stay ahead of the competition and keep my clients happy. I'm definitely interested in hearing more about how your solution can help me achieve those goals. JJ asks, why do you feel like it is though? Well, JJ, it feels like the right fit because you've really understood the pain points I'm facing in my business. Your solution seems tailor-made to address those challenges head-on. Plus, the way you've explained how it can boost efficiency and ultimately lead to better results for my events just makes sense to me. Committing Q. Commitment to take the next step and purchase. JJ asks, do you feel like this could be the answer for you? Yeah, JJ, I definitely think it could be the answer. It aligns perfectly with what I need to take my event production business to the next level. JJ asks, why though? Because your solution addresses the core challenges I'm facing head-on. It offers a comprehensive approach to streamlining operations and enhancing client satisfaction, which are crucial for the success and growth of my business. Plus, the testimonials and success stories from others who've used your service really give me confidence that it can deliver the results I'm looking for. Pre-situation Q. JJ asks, what do you like about your work? What don't you like, if anything? What I like most about my work is the creative aspect of event production and seeing people enjoy themselves. However, what I don't like is the hassle of managing logistics and administrative tasks, which can be a real headache at times. JJ asks, what would your customers say is the biggest reason why they do business with you over someone else? Why do you think that is? Well, I think my customers appreciate the attention to detail and personalized service they receive from me. They often mention that they feel valued and that their specific needs are understood and addressed. I believe this sets me apart from others in the industry because I genuinely care about delivering a memorable experience for them. JJ asks, what would your employees say is the biggest reason they work here over working for a competitor of yours? And why is that? My employees would probably say that they appreciate the positive work environment and the opportunities for growth and development within the company. They feel supported and valued here, and they see that their contributions make a real difference. Plus, I try to foster a culture of collaboration and teamwork, which I think they appreciate. These questions help you understand more about your prospect's personality, how they feel about the company and the culture of the organization within a few minutes. Past situation Q. Asking questions about the past is a great way to understand your prospect's behaviors and priorities. JJ asks, can you tell me some of the things you like and possibly dislike about the vendors you're using now? Well, I really appreciate the quality of products and services that some of my current vendors provide. They're reliable, responsive, and easy to work with, which makes my job a lot easier. However, there are times when communication can be a bit lacking, and I wish they were more proactive in keeping me updated on the status of orders or any potential issues that might arise. So, while I value their quality, I think there's room for improvement in terms of communication and transparency. JJ asked, what's some of the possible hurdles you've had in the past to solve these problems? Well, one of the biggest hurdles I've faced in trying to solve these problems is finding the time and resources to actively address them. Running an event production business keeps me pretty busy, and sometimes it's challenging to carve out the necessary time to research alternative vendors or implement new systems. Additionally, I've encountered resistance from some vendors who may be resistant to change or reluctant to adapt to new processes. So, overcoming these logistical and interpersonal challenges has been a significant hurdle in the past. JJ asked, can you give me an example of something recent in which you had to deal with vendors in terms of communication and transparency? Well, just recently, I had to deal with a situation where one of our vendors didn't communicate some crucial changes to their delivery schedule. We had an upcoming event, and we were relying on their products to arrive on time. However, they failed to inform us about a delay in their production process, which caused a bit of chaos on our end. It meant we had to scramble to find alternative solutions at the last minute, which was stressful and frustrating. So, improving communication and transparency with vendors is definitely an area where I'm looking to make some changes. JJ asked, what is different about your company today from when you started working here, if anything? Well, when I first started out, it was just me handling everything on my own. But as my business grew, I had to bring in more people to help manage the workload. So, I'd say the biggest difference is the size of the team and the scale of the events we handle now compared to when I first started. More problem awareness. JJ asked, would you be open to sharing with me your top challenges you are having now? Sure, JJ. One of the top challenges I'm facing right now is effectively managing the logistics of larger events. As the scale of our events grows, coordinating with vendors, ensuring timely deliveries, and maintaining communication with all parties involved has become increasingly complex. This often leads to logistical hiccups and delays, which can impact the overall success of the event. So, finding a solution to streamline these logistics is definitely a priority for me. JJ asked, of these which one is the most important to solve? Well, JJ, if I had to pick one, I'd say the most important challenge to solve right now is improving the logistics of our events. Smooth logistics ensure everything runs like clockwork, which is crucial for delivering a top-notch experience to our clients and attendees. JJ asked, why is it so important to you now though? It's important to me now because the logistics directly impact the overall success of our events. When things run smoothly, it enhances our reputation, builds client trust, and ensures attendee satisfaction. Plus, efficient logistics free up time and resources that we can invest in other aspects of event production, ultimately leading to business growth and sustainability. Cues to disrupt vendor relationships. JJ asked, can I ask how does your ideal situation compare to what you have now with your vendor you are using? Well, JJ, my ideal situation would be to have vendors who are not just reliable but also proactive in their communication and transparent in their operations. Right now, with the vendors I'm using, while they deliver the necessary services, there's often a lack of proactive communication and transparency, which can lead to last-minute issues and uncertainties. If I could find vendors who are more proactive and transparent, it would significantly streamline our operations and reduce the stress associated with event planning. Cues to keep customers. These questions help you keep a monitor of your relationship with your clients. JJ asked, how do you feel we are helping you the most? Well, JJ, I feel like you're helping me the most by offering solutions that address my specific pain points in event production. Your approach seems tailored to enhancing communication, streamlining logistics, and fostering transparency, which are precisely the areas where I'm seeking improvement. This gives me confidence that your services can effectively address my challenges and contribute to the overall success of my business. JJ asked, why though? Because your solutions align closely with the areas I've identified as critical for improvement in my event production business. The emphasis on communication, logistics, and transparency resonates with me because these are the aspects that have been causing the most headaches and inefficiencies. So, your tailored approach feels like it directly addresses my pain points and offers practical solutions to enhance my operations. Cues about your potential customers/external customers. These questions get them to think of losing their customers if they do not have your solution. JJ asked, can you go over who your most valuable customers are for your company? Well, for us, Our most valuable customers are those who consistently engage our services for large-scale events and have a long-standing relationship with us. They're the ones who not only provide substantial business but also offer valuable feedback and referrals. These clients often require specialized attention and customized solutions to meet their unique event needs, which is where we strive to excel. JJ ask, what's the typical customer look like for you? Typically, our customers are event planners or organizers who handle various types of events, ranging from corporate gatherings to social celebrations. They're often looking for reliable event production services that can handle everything from audio-visual equipment setup to logistical support. Our ideal customers appreciate attention to detail, creativity, and reliability in executing their vision for a successful event. JJ ask, how would your clients measure success from doing business with you? Our clients typically measure success in a few key ways. Firstly, they look at the overall experience of the event and how smoothly everything runs. They want their guests to have a great time without any hiccups or issues. Secondly, they assess the effectiveness of our services in bringing their vision to life. They want to see their ideas and concepts executed flawlessly, whether it's through lighting, sound, or other event elements. Finally, they consider the return on investment, especially for corporate events. They want to see tangible results, such as increased brand visibility, positive feedback from attendees, or successful networking opportunities. Overall, success for our clients means achieving their event goals and leaving a lasting impression on their guests. Clarifying, probing cues. These cues help you clarify what your prospect is saying so you uncover the true meaning. JJ ask, how do you mean exactly? Well, for example, if we're organizing a corporate event, our clients would measure success based on factors like the number of leads generated, the level of engagement from attendees, and whether the event helped them achieve their business objectives. If it's a social event like a wedding or a birthday party, success might be judged by how much fun everyone had, the smoothness of the proceedings, and the overall satisfaction of the guests. So, it really depends on the type of event and the specific goals our clients have in mind. JJ ask, what's causing this issue? The main issue stems from the complexity of managing multiple vendors, coordinating schedules, and ensuring clear communication channels between all parties involved. Sometimes, there's a lack of clarity or miscommunication, which can lead to delays, misunderstandings, and ultimately, frustration for everyone involved. JJ ask, what's causing this to happen? It seems like there might be a breakdown in communication or perhaps a lack of defined processes for managing vendor relationships effectively. Additionally, it could be challenging to keep track of all the moving parts and ensure that everyone is on the same page, leading to issues with coordination and execution. JJ ask, what's prompting you to look into changing this? Well, I've been noticing that these issues with vendors are starting to impact the quality and efficiency of our events. We've had some hiccups lately that could have been avoided with better communication and transparency from the vendor's side. So, I'm feeling the pressure to find a solution before these problems escalate further and affect our reputation and client satisfaction. JJ ask, can I ask what originally led you to this decision in the first place? Well, it's been a culmination of several instances where miscommunications and lack of transparency from vendors have caused headaches and even minor disruptions during events. I realized that if we want to maintain our reputation for excellence and keep our clients happy, we need to address these issues head-on and find more reliable partners. JJ ask, why is this important to you now though? It's important to me now because these issues have started to affect our events, causing frustration for both our team and our clients. I want to ensure that every event we organize runs smoothly and meets or exceeds our clients' expectations. So, addressing these vendor-related challenges is crucial for the success and reputation of our business. JJ ask, why so important now? It's become more pressing now because we've noticed a decline in the quality of service from some of our vendors, which directly impacts the success of our events. We can't afford to have any hiccups or disappointments when it comes to delivering exceptional experiences to our clients. So, it's essential to address these issues promptly to maintain our reputation and ensure the satisfaction of our clients. JJ ask, can I ask why? It's important now because our business has grown, and with that growth comes higher expectations from our clients. We need to ensure that every aspect of our events, including the vendors we work with, meets or exceeds these expectations. Otherwise, we risk losing clients and damaging our reputation in the industry, which could have significant consequences for our future success. JJ ask, can you be more specific? Well, for example, let's say we're organizing a large outdoor festival. We rely on various vendors for things like stage setup, sound equipment, and food stalls. If one of these vendors doesn't deliver as promised or fails to communicate effectively, it can disrupt the entire event and leave a negative impression on attendees. This not only affects our current event but also our future business prospects, as word of mouth is crucial in this industry. So, ensuring seamless communication and reliability from our vendors is paramount to our success. JJ ask, give me an example? Sure thing. Let's say we hired a vendor to provide sound equipment for a concert we were hosting. Despite confirming the details multiple times beforehand, on the day of the event, they showed up late and with the wrong equipment. This caused delays in setting up the stage and sound system, ultimately pushing back the start time of the concert and frustrating both performers and attendees. As a result, we received numerous complaints and negative reviews, tarnishing our reputation and potentially impacting future bookings. JJ ask, what do you mean by that? Well, what I mean is that the vendor's lack of communication and failure to deliver as promised really threw a wrench into our plans. It caused a lot of stress and frustration, not just for me but for everyone involved in organizing the event. Could you share with me what is motivating your decision to team up with us? I'm motivated to team up with you because I see the potential for your solution to alleviate the challenges I've been facing in event production. Your approach seems to address the key pain points I've been dealing with, particularly in streamlining logistics and administrative tasks. JJ ask, what would this do for you personally? This partnership would personally provide me with a sense of relief and empowerment. It would allow me to focus more on the creative aspects of event production that I enjoy, rather than constantly battling logistical headaches. JJ ask, in what way? In what way? Well, it would lighten the load on my shoulders, giving me more mental space to explore new creative ideas and concepts for events. JJ ask, what are you hoping to accomplish by us possibly working together? What am I hoping to accomplish? Well, I'm aiming to streamline my event production process, reduce the headaches associated with logistics, and ultimately deliver even better experiences for my clients. JJ ask, can you walk me through the steps that led you to this conclusion? Sure thing, JJ. It's been a gradual realization, you know? Over the years, I've seen the industry evolve, and with it, the expectations of clients. I've also noticed the challenges we face internally, especially when it comes to managing logistics and keeping everything running smoothly. So, after some reflection and seeing where the industry is heading, I knew I had to make some changes to stay competitive and ensure the long-term success of my business. JJ ask, what would it mean for you to be able to solve this problem? Well, JJ, solving this problem would mean a lot for me and my business. It would bring a sense of relief knowing that we're operating at our best, delivering exceptional events without the headaches of logistical challenges holding us back. It would also mean more satisfied clients, a stronger reputation in the industry, and ultimately, the ability to take our business to new heights. JJ ask, what would it do for you? For me, solving this problem would be a game changer. It would mean smoother operations, less stress, and more time to focus on the creative aspects of event production that I love. It would also mean greater confidence in the future success and growth of my business. Overall, it would be a huge weight off my shoulders and a step towards achieving my goals. JJ ask, in what way? In what way? Well, it would free up my time and mental energy to focus on expanding my business and delivering even better experiences for my clients. It's about efficiency and effectiveness in every aspect of what I do. JJ ask, what's in it for you to implement this for the company? Well, implementing this would mean smoother operations, happier clients, and ultimately, greater success for the company. It's about taking proactive steps to ensure long-term growth and stability. Examples of clarifying questions. JJ ask, you mentioned you've been trying, what hasn't worked for you so far? Well, we've tried a few different approaches, but it often feels like we're just putting out fires rather than addressing the root causes of our challenges. We've attempted to streamline our processes internally, but there always seems to be something that falls through the cracks. Decision-making questions. These NEPQ questions help your prospects to shift from the lowest price way of thinking to results-based thinking. JJ ask, can you walk me through the criteria you use when picking a company to solve these issues you had talked about? When selecting a company to help us with our challenges, we look for reliability, expertise, and a proven track record of success in similar situations. It's essential for us to feel confident that the company we choose understands our specific needs and can provide tailored solutions that will address our pain points effectively. Additionally, we value clear communication and responsiveness throughout the process, as we want to feel supported every step of the way. Expanded probing questions. How do you get your prospects to expand their answers to bring out more emotion? JJ ask, tell me more. Well, for us, it's not just about finding a company that can solve our immediate problems. We're also looking for a partner who can offer long-term support and help us grow our business. So, in addition to technical expertise, we value companies that take the time to understand our goals and work collaboratively with us to achieve them. This means providing ongoing guidance, adapting to our changing needs, and ultimately becoming an integral part of our team. JJ ask, can you walk me through your company's decision-making process? Sure. Our decision-making process typically involves several steps. First, we identify the problem or opportunity that needs addressing. Then, we gather relevant information and data to analyze the situation thoroughly. After that, we consider various solutions or options available to us, weighing their pros and cons. Once we've narrowed down the choices, we consult with key stakeholders or decision-makers within the company to gather input and ensure alignment. Finally, we make a decision based on our analysis, input from stakeholders, and our company's strategic objectives. JJ ask, can you give me a specific example so I can understand this better? Well, for instance, when we were looking to improve our logistics management system last year, we first identified the inefficiencies causing delays in our event setups. We collected data on the average time taken for each step of the process and analyzed where the bottlenecks were occurring. Then, we researched different software solutions and consulted with our operations team to gather their input on the features they needed most. After evaluating several options, we presented our findings to the management team and discussed the cost-benefit analysis of each solution. Finally, we decided on a software platform that met our needs and aligned with our budget constraints. Expanded probing questions should begin with phrases like these, walk me through a broken bar. JJ ask, walk me through your logistics management system. Well, our logistics management system is the backbone of our event operations. It's essentially the engine that keeps everything running smoothly from start to finish. We use a combination of software tools and manual processes to coordinate the transportation of equipment, materials, and personnel to and from event venues. At its core, our system involves scheduling deliveries, coordinating with vendors and subcontractors, managing inventory, and ensuring timely setup and teardown of event spaces. We also track shipments in real time to anticipate any potential delays and adjust our plans accordingly. Additionally, we have protocols in place for handling last-minute changes or emergencies, such as equipment failures or unexpected weather conditions. Communication is key, so we maintain open channels with all stakeholders involved in the logistics chain to keep everyone informed and aligned with our objectives. Overall, our goal is to optimize efficiency and minimize disruptions to ensure a seamless event experience for our clients and attendees. JJ ask, tell me more. Well, our logistics management system is the backbone of our event operations. It's essentially the engine that keeps everything running smoothly from start to finish. We use a combination of software tools and manual processes to coordinate the transportation of equipment, materials, and personnel to and from event venues. At its core, our system involves scheduling deliveries, coordinating with vendors and subcontractors, managing inventory, and ensuring timely setup and teardown of event spaces. We also track shipments in real time to anticipate any potential delays and adjust our plans accordingly. Additionally, we have protocols in place for handling last-minute changes or emergencies, such as equipment failures or unexpected weather conditions. Communication is key, so we maintain open channels with all stakeholders involved in the logistics chain to keep everyone informed and aligned with our objectives. Overall, our goal is to optimize efficiency and minimize disruptions to ensure a seamless event experience for our clients and attendees. JJ ask, can you share with me the problems with the system and/or the vendor? Well, one of the main issues we've been encountering with our logistics management system is its lack of flexibility and scalability. As our events have grown in size and complexity, the system has struggled to keep up with the increased demand and changing requirements. For example, we often face challenges when it comes to integrating new technologies or adapting to evolving industry standards. Our current system is somewhat outdated, and it doesn't always support the latest features or functionalities that could enhance our operations. Furthermore, we've experienced some reliability issues with our vendors' support and maintenance services. There have been instances where we've encountered technical glitches or breakdowns, and it's taken longer than expected to get them resolved. This downtime can be detrimental to our event timelines and overall productivity, so we're seeking a more reliable and responsive vendor partner moving forward. More solution awareness questions. Solution awareness questions involves your prospect and their ideas to find out what they have done in the past to solve their problems, so they start to own their issues, challenges emotionally rather than you the salesperson owning their problem emotionally. JJ ask, could you share with me what you're hoping to accomplish in the next 3 months/6 months/12 months? How does this compare with where you are right now? Well, over the next 3, 6, and 12 months, my primary goal is to significantly improve the efficiency and effectiveness of our event production processes. We're aiming to streamline our logistics management, enhance communication and collaboration among team members and vendors, and ultimately deliver even higher quality events to our clients. Right now, we're facing some bottlenecks and challenges in these areas, which are hindering our ability to scale and meet the growing demands of our clients. So, by implementing a more robust and integrated logistics management system, along with partnering with reliable vendors who can support our needs, we hope to elevate our event production capabilities and exceed our clients' expectations consistently. JJ ask, can you go over what qualities you are looking for in a vendor? How does that compare with what your CEO/boss/department heads looks for in a vendor? Well, for us, reliability and responsiveness are crucial when it comes to choosing a vendor. We need partners who can deliver on time, every time, and who are proactive in addressing any issues that may arise. Also, flexibility is key because the event industry can be unpredictable, so we need vendors who can adapt to last-minute changes without compromising quality. As for what our CEO and department heads look for, I believe they prioritize similar qualities but may also focus on factors like cost-effectiveness, scalability, and reputation in the industry. They're likely looking for vendors who can not only meet our current needs but also grow with us as we expand our business and take on larger projects. So, while reliability and responsiveness are important to them as well, they might weigh other factors more heavily in their decision-making process. JJ ask, what differentiates your company drag racing events over your competition? Why is that? Well, JJ, what sets us apart in the drag racing scene is our commitment to creating an unparalleled experience for both participants and spectators. We focus on delivering top-notch entertainment while maintaining a strong emphasis on safety and professionalism. Our events aren't just about the races themselves, they're about the entire atmosphere we create, from the thrilling sound of engines revving to the camaraderie among fellow enthusiasts. We've built a reputation for excellence over the years, and that's something we take pride in. JJ ask, can you share with me your long-term goals and how they compare to where you are now? What's prevented you from achieving them though? Well, JJ, my long-term goals in the event production business revolve around expanding our reach, diversifying our offerings, and solidifying our position as a leader in the industry. Right now, we're doing well, but there's always room for growth and improvement. The main challenge we've faced in achieving these goals is the complexity of managing various aspects of the business, from logistics to client relations. Streamlining these processes and finding effective solutions to common challenges is key to unlocking our full potential. JJ ask, can you tell me what your biggest priorities are for this year in your business? Well, JJ, my biggest priorities for this year in my business are definitely focused on enhancing efficiency and customer satisfaction. I want to streamline our operations, especially when it comes to logistics and vendor management, to ensure smoother processes and fewer headaches. Additionally, I'm aiming to elevate the overall experience for our customers, making our events stand out even more in the competitive landscape. JJ ask, before today were you out there looking for ways to streamline your operations, or what were you doing about? What prevented you? Or how did that work out for you? Before today, I've been actively seeking ways to streamline our operations, but it's been a bit of a challenge. I've tried a few different approaches, but none of them have really hit the mark. It's been tough to find solutions that effectively address all the moving parts involved in event production while also staying within budget constraints. So, I've been kind of stuck in a cycle of trial and error, hoping to stumble upon the right solution eventually. JJ ask, just to see if what we do would work for you, but besides logistics and vendor management, what are you looking for in joining the MSO franchise? Well, besides the logistics and vendor management, I'm really looking for a partner that can help me take my event production business to the next level. That means not just addressing the day-to-day operational challenges but also providing guidance and support for long-term growth and success. I want to be part of a franchise that understands the industry inside out, offers innovative solutions, and provides a network of support that can help me stay ahead of the competition. And of course, I'm looking for a franchise that shares my passion for delivering top-notch events and creating unforgettable experiences for our clients. More consequence questions. JJ ask, if you don't decide to address this problem now, how much will it cost you this year in lost profit/revenue/sales? Well, if I don't address this problem now, I could potentially lose out on a significant amount of profit and revenue. It's hard to put an exact number on it, but considering the impact that inefficient logistics and vendor management can have on my events, I could be looking at tens of thousands of dollars or more in lost sales and missed opportunities. That's not something I can afford to overlook if I want to keep my business thriving and growing. Budgeting questions to ask in a complex selling environment. If it takes multiple visits to make a sale, and your product or service is a higher-priced solution that requires multiple decision-makers within the organization. Reminder: the more pain the prospect experiences, the more money the prospect will pay for your solution. They can only experience that pain by the skilled questions you ask them to bring out their emotions. JJ ask, just to see if I could help you, what budgetary parameters are you working with? Well, JJ, currently, we're working with a budget that's focused on optimizing our expenses while also allowing for some flexibility to invest in areas that can drive growth and improve efficiency. We aim to allocate resources in a way that maximizes our return on investment and supports our strategic objectives. So, any assistance you can provide in refining our budgetary parameters to align more closely with our goals would be greatly appreciated. JJ ask, can you tell me how the funding for this project will be determined? Can you tell me how the funding for this project will be determined? Well, JJ, typically, the funding for this project will be determined based on various factors such as the overall budget allocation, the importance of the project in meeting strategic objectives, and the potential return on investment. We'll need to assess the projected costs, consider any available resources, and possibly seek approval from key stakeholders or decision-makers within the organization. It's essential to ensure that the funding is allocated appropriately to support the successful execution of the project and achieve the desired outcomes. JJ ask, what obstacles would you possibly encounter when trying to get financial approval to solve this problem? Well, JJ, one obstacle I might encounter when seeking financial approval is convincing decision-makers about the urgency and importance of solving this problem. They might prioritize other projects or initiatives, especially if they don't fully understand the impact of the issue on our operations and bottom line. Additionally, there could be concerns about budget constraints or the availability of funds for new investments. So, getting the necessary financial approval might involve building a strong business case, demonstrating the potential ROI, and addressing any objections or doubts they may have. JJ ask, who else besides you would be involved in approving the budget to solve this? Well, besides myself, the budget approval process typically involves our finance department and senior management team. They play crucial roles in assessing the financial feasibility of proposed initiatives and ensuring alignment with our strategic objectives. Additionally, depending on the size and scope of the project, there might be stakeholders from different departments or divisions who need to provide input or support for the budget approval. So, it's essential to engage with all relevant parties and address their concerns to secure necessary financial backing. JJ ask, what type of budget do you have to put into this so you can start upgrading your logistics and vendor management and event production? Well, we have a budget allocated for operational improvements and enhancements, including logistics, vendor management, and event production. Currently, we're looking at dedicating around $50,000 to $75,000 for this specific initiative over the next quarter. Of course, the actual amount might vary depending on the proposed solutions and their estimated costs. But we're committed to investing in upgrades that can streamline our processes and ultimately contribute to the success of our events. JJ ask, what other avenues do you have to find the budget/funding/money so that you can operational improvements and enhancements, including logistics, vendor management, and event production? Well, besides our allocated budget, we could explore other avenues to secure additional funding for operational improvements. One option could be reallocating funds from less critical areas of our budget towards logistics and vendor management upgrades. Another possibility might involve seeking investment from stakeholders who recognize the potential return on investment from optimizing our event production processes. Additionally, we could consider applying for grants or loans specifically aimed at supporting business enhancements and innovations.